A big welcome tonight to All Star FM and to Mad Monday, or Mad Friday as it were, live right here, Deco Batley. Living the dream in Batley. I think we'll all agree we're loving it down here. Big shout out to Paul Alleran Ironside, who's actually not here tonight. He's just out of hospital, so he wishes he could be here, but we're thinking of him anyway. Tonight we need you to all help out. So if you see one of these, you need to do a hey. If you see this, you got a no, your bell end. No, it's not. That's this one. So we're gonna have the first one tonight for Chew Dog, right? Keith, everyone boo for Keith. Keith's not here tonight. You wanker. If you can hear me, you wanker. But nobody on the radio can do two things. And the first one is say this one. Do not say that word on the radio. The second one is that one. Please do not say that word, because that is a bad word for the radio. And we're going to try and get a license. So the first goes to Chew Dog, who told us he was coming this morning. He said all week he's not coming, but he's turned up. So we're going to stick him in. We're going to really stick him in it tonight. Big shout out to Richard Mathers. Mathers, thank you very much for coming. Cheers for being here.
No, cheers, pal. Pleasure.
You're looking like you got a bit of a tan, son.
Yeah, I've been to Tenerife for 2 weeks with the girls, so it's had a good break. Got back last Friday. Too chilly, but good to be back.
Did you have a nice time to get away?
Yeah, mate, nice and relaxed.
It's just the two of you?
And little legs.
And just the two, and little legs
and
as well?
Little legs, yeah. We just three of us.
The three of you?
Yeah, so we're nice and warm. Plenty of time in the pools and on the water slides and stuff. So just what we needed. Nice family holiday. This
season's been a bit ups and downs. You seem to be getting a really good team together down at Wakefield Wildcats, and it's kind of the skids a bit.
Sold everybody.
Yeah, they're selling everyone. We've got the Tittycopter on standby for Kermore. They've got a helipad outside waiting for him for later on. But how do you sum up what's going on at Wakefield for us?
Yeah, it's been tough, particularly the sort of last couple of months where everything that was kept in the dark came out to light, and we were as much in the dark as everybody else, which was quite frustrating. And then we'd built quite a really good squad. Everyone saw sort of to the back end of last season the run we put on and the team spirit that we had, and we went into the season with high optimism. Probably didn't play as well as we needed to, but then sort of midway through the season, all the sort of financial speculation took hold, and it's tough. You try and shield yourself away from it and get on with your job, but when you don't know if you're getting paid and people are getting laid off, not just rugby staff, there were a lot of the off-field staff got laid off or got deductions, and then our best playmaker got sold. One of our props we knew he was going to go, so it was hard. It was really hard towards the end of the season. But one thing we maintained and we always stuck together. We had a great set of lads, and we have got a great set of lads and team spirit, and that's what got us through.
Next season, it looks like it's going to be tough for you guys. A few more players leaving, but do you hold much hope for Super League? Because tonight it's about Rugby League, the Rugby League community coming together. We're going to talk about some serious stuff. Going to have some fun, obviously. How do you feel about next season? Looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I guess I'm a bit apprehensive with to see what squad we're going to put together and how competitive we'll be. But no matter whatever's left, when we start back on the 4th of November, whatever's there, we've got to make the best of what's there, because it's a massive season for everybody in Super League next year, that with promotion and relegation back in.
Maybe.
Or maybe. As it stands, you've got to prepare like that, and there's a lot on the line. You're not only playing for your Super League status and the pride of the fans, but at the end of the day, you're playing for each other and mortgages and families. So we'll be in a tough position. But Rich Agar sort of threw a squad together 2 years ago in not so similar circumstances, but a lot of players who weren't wanted, and like a bunch of gypsies were all thrown together and did really well. So hopefully you can find some more jippos out there and get us together.
You've got Ben Kane. You might be losing a gypsy. Let's be fair. You may well be losing a gypsy.
I hope he's our king gypsy.
He's the king jippo in Super League.
He's got the biggest caravan selection. But yeah, if there's one jippo in our squad, we don't want to lose the biggest gypsy.
Tyre, tonight, everyone give a big cheer for Tyre tonight. He's the unsung hero of Rugby AM. He is the one that Keith just rips every single week. We had a show with Jared Samet and we had a great show. Everyone were talking, and Jazz Sammett's text. He didn't say a word all show, not one word. He was polite as anything. He left the building and he tweeted, "Great show tonight with Alex Simmons, Keith Senior, and Dolphin Teeth." There were no need for it, were there?
No, he waited till I went and then he had to have a go, didn't he?
He hasn't been seen since.
He hasn't. He's not been on Twitter. He's disappeared. Only I know where he is.
Tonight, you're glad this is your idea. I'll give you that one. So, not a bad idea. It's looking all right. You're looking all right. Who are you looking forward to seeing tonight? Because Tyre is the biggest South Stander in the world. Proper Leeds through and through. He had a go when we had Rangi Chase in earlier this year. I went to the game, the one where Cass beat Leeds, and I'm impartial. I don't support any team. I just like rugby, but Tyre is like that dirty bastard Chase doing that to Myzak, and he just been all the way home. Chase. Came in the studio and he's like, "Hiya, Rangi, how you doing, mate? You all right?" So I just stopped it there. I says, "Look, Rangi, this is what he said about you." And to be fair, you stood on with him. You did all right, didn't you? He was quite cool with you.
Yeah, I had to tell him how it was, put him in his place, you know. But he's a nice bloke, really.
From a fan's point of view, Tyre, how would you sum up Leeds this season?
They've had a good season. Obviously disappointing, didn't make the final because we're not used to getting to finals now. But all the injuries didn't help, and I think it was just one game too many for us. But quite pleased with the players we've got coming through as well, the youngsters, and yeah, happy with this season. Build for next year. Well,
next year, obviously, they're signing Tom Briscoe. We're going to ask our first guest tonight all about that. And allegedly, the rumour is coming out today, Mav, I don't know if you've heard, Zach Hardacre to Wigan. Allegedly.
No, that's a new one.
It's a new one.
I guess Ben Jones-Bishop had a lot of rumours about him with Tom Briscoe coming in, but yeah, that's a new one to me. You might have a scoop there.
Yeah, maybe so. Right, first guest tonight. Please show your appreciation. Give him a big cheer. The Leeds Rhinos legend, Mr. Danny Maguire tonight. Right, Magsy, how are you? You were our first guest on Yorkshire Radio.
Yeah, privilege, mate.
All that time ago. And you're back now tonight. Jones is on his way down. Jamie Jones Buchanan's coming as well. But he's got the privileged job tonight handing out the England shirts to all the players. So he's just doing that now and then he's coming down. How are you, first and foremost?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thanks. Enjoying the break now. Tough finish to the season for me. But obviously now I'm enjoying the break and looking forward to getting back into next year and having another big season next year.
How was things on the injury front? Because you had a bit of an up and down year last year.
Yeah, I broke my leg in, I think it was the end of May, and if I'm honest, probably came back a little bit too soon, trying to get back for the playoffs, and I just wanted to get back out there and get involved in them big games, but it was a little bit sore towards the back end, but it's one of them things. Everybody's in the same boat at that time of year, so a little bit of a disappointing finish, but like I say, I'm excited about next year now.
Till the leg break, you were having a great season. Is it probably one of your best since you scored all those tries that year, and you run Vinacolo really close in the old try scoring. Do you think if you hadn't got injured, you'd have gone further than you did that season?
Yeah, I think I was enjoying it. I think I had a good pre-season the start of last year, and it was going all right. We were playing well as a team. We'd had a real good start to the season, and I felt pretty confident in what I was doing. I was developing into number 7. It was sort of changing my game a little bit, but and obviously got injured, and it was tough to take at the time, but I suppose it's part and parcel of the game. You get your bumps and bruises, your knocks. You've just got to try and come back stronger, I suppose.
Last season it was your testimonial. How did that work out for you?
Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it. I was on the back of 7 or 8 testimonials on the bounce, and I thought it was going to be hard work, but the Leeds fans and the club were unbelievable, and it was really well supported, and had some really good events, and yeah, it were a tough year at times, but I really enjoyed it.
What were your favourite event of your testimonial year?
Answer carefully, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was my favourite event actually, and 2 guys who took part in it, here, Scully and Danny Lockwood, had a half-back night, so we tried to get as many sort of legend half-backs back for the night and talk about the game, and it was definitely my favourite event. I think there was nearly 300 people in the Long Bar at Leeds, and you know, Scully spoke and Danny spoke, and you know, it was a brilliant night. That were, you know, definitely my favourite night.
What about golf day?
Apart from my golf day, which Rich organised. No, honestly, I had 5 or 6 really good events, and like I said before, I had some good people helping me out, and you know, some people that, you know, took time out of their, you know, their own lives to help me out as well. So, you know, really appreciated.
And the game went really well. I came to the game, Bradford Leeds, 24-all draw.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. It was around the time that the weather was really bad. It was snowing, and you know, we weren't sure whether the game were going to be on, so I was nervous, as you can imagine. And yeah, I think we had about 6 and a bit thousand there. So again, really well supported, and you know, Scroots managed to play, and no, it was good. We had a few of the old Leeds boys that were playing for Bradford as well. So
it's Leeds retirement village, Bradford Bulls.
We send them there when we've had enough.
We're going to get onto that later on with Scroots here. Mav, what's Mags like to play with as a player?
Yeah, it's special. He's one of them. I have the privilege of being in the same sides as him since schoolboys, really. And he was always one of those guys that if he was doing it tough, he'd just sling him the ball, or you know, you'd make a break, and he was always there supporting. But that became sort of his trademark. But I think over the last 3 or 4 years, he's really developed his game. You know, I'm not just saying this because he's my best pal. He developed his game all round, his passing, his organisational skills, and his kicking game. And like I said before, the combination with him and Kev at the start of the season were outstanding. And probably a question to you this, Dan, do you reckon it was on the back of a full off season, because you played international since 2003, 2004, plus all the Great Britain Academy games you played. Is that something you're looking forward to this season, having an extended break and time to prepare?
Yeah, I definitely think it's beneficial. I think sometimes, you know, you're involved in the international setup, and you know, you come back training in January and you end up playing a game mid-January. You don't get any sort of pre-season. You can't do any sort of fitness work, any strength work, and it's year-round rugby in it, and it's going to be tough for the lads that are involved with the World Cup as well. I know I think the season's getting put back a little bit this year, so you know, they'll have a little bit of a longer pre-season, which will be good. But you know, I think it definitely benefited me, and you know, I felt really good at the start of this season.
And I think if you look at Danny's example, and also Jamie Peacock, who defied age, what his body should do, to run Danny Brough close to Man of Steel as well this year, and I think that was the first pre-season Jamie Peacock had for a long time. So, you know, while lads will be disappointed not playing in the World Cup, I think with the club hats on, you know, that can only be a benefit for Leeds, certainly, for next season.
We're going to do loads of World Cup talk tonight, because obviously it starts next week, and that's why we brought this event a bit earlier.